Welcome to another Incubate show. My name is Basil. We're going to discuss in this show a very unique opportunity that's available to Brazilian nationals. This opportunity is under a program called the International Experience Canada, or IEC for short. IEC has more than one category, has actually several subcategories. Most people are familiar with the working holiday visas or working holiday stream, the young professional stream, and also the international co-op stream. Now, those three categories do not apply to Brazilians. These categories are under the main buckets that all the International Experience Canada programs belong to, which are available to nationals or citizens of 34 different countries, such as Spain, Mexico, Chile, Taiwan, Japan, and other countries as well. Brazilians are not in that group. Brazilians are on another in another group. It's called the Recognized Organization Support. Now, think about recognized organizations as some are for-profit organizations or some are not for-profit. Their duty is to come up with exchange programs for Canadians and citizens of these countries, for example, Brazil and Canada. So then the nationals of both these countries can work abroad so that they can get study abroad or work abroad experiences under the Recognized Organization Support. The way that it works is the following. A Brazilian national in the age range of either 18 to 30 or 18 to 35, depends on the two subcategories that we're discussed now, will be able to apply for the Recognized Organization Support. The first one, which is the working holiday subcategory of recognized organizations for Brazilians, you have to be in the range of 18 to 35. On the other side, the subcategory of young professionals under recognized organization support, you have to be in the range of 18 to 30. What's the difference between these two? If you're Brazilian, you're coming in. If you don't have a job offer, you're still in Brazil, or you just came to Canada as a visitor and whatnot, and you still don't have a job offer, you can apply for an open work permit. That's what a working holiday visa is. It allows you to work anywhere you want for 1 year or 18 months sometimes, and then you can pretty much work on the job offer later on after you arrive. In the young professionals substream of recognized organization support, you must first obtain a job offer from a Canadian employer. You submit that to the recognized organization. The recognized organization gives you support, and through that you get an employer-specific work permit that allows you to work for that employer for around 12 to 18 months. There's no difference in terms of the value of both work permits. They both allow you to gain Canadian work experience, which qualifies you or could qualify you for immigration and applying for your permanent residency in Canada. So which one should you go for? Well, it depends on how ready you are for employment. If you have not already obtained a job offer, and if you're still in Brazil, or you have just arrived in Canada and you're trying to figure out what you'd like to do, then maybe this is a safe option for you under the working holiday visa. If you've been to Canada, you volunteered a couple of places, you have an employer that's willing to give you a job offer, then you can seek the recognized organization support and get yourself a work permit under the young professional stream. In both cases, why would you even consider doing this? Why wouldn't you come to Canada as a student, or you apply for immigration right away? Well, if you watch our other shows, you will come to find out that immigration is not that easy. There are specific factors you have to meet. One of the factors is obviously language proficiency in English or French, and you need to have advanced English or advanced French. The other option is under the work experience in Canada. With an intermediate or intermediate to advanced English, you could potentially obtain 1 year of work experience in Canada that allows you to immigrate and apply for a permanent residency through express entry. Here's the trick. you need to have a minimum of 12 months of full-time paid work experience using that work permit, working holidays or young professionals. So if you come to Canada, activate your work permit, enter the country, 1 or 2 months pass by while you're looking for a job, then you start working, you're going to have a maximum of, let's say, 11 or 10 months work of experience. That's not enough for you to be able to apply for express entry or for immigration in Canada, unless you have other factors from outside Canada when it comes to your work experience or education that allows you to apply through that. So I'll just give you an example. If you have a bachelor degree from Brazil and you want to get your working holiday visa and you're sitting at around, let's say, CLB 8 or CLB 7 in English, and you can watch our other shows to understand what is the conversion of that IELTS score or the CELPIP score against Canadian language benchmark. Working in Canada for 1 year is not enough. So you need more factors. You need more things to do. For an example, you need to come to Canada, study at a private college, let's say for 1 year. After you graduate, you advance your English to CLB 8 or CLB 9. Maybe then after that, you can get a working holiday visa or young professionals for you to be able to get that 1 year of experience and good to go. That could compensate for the post-graduation work permit. So if you go to a private college in Canada, most probably you're not going to be eligible for a PGWP or a post-graduation work permit. So you compensate for that with a working holiday visa. So I'll walk you through a sample of what you can do in terms of the steps you will take. You decide to come to Canada. Then you apply for, let's say, a private college. At the same time, you apply for your working holiday visa. Your working holiday visa approval letter allows you to enter Canada and become a foreign worker within 1 year from the approval. So you don't have to activate it right away. You don't have to become a foreign worker right away. You can come in as a student while you're going through your studies. If you have a program at a private college that contains a co-op component, which means you can work and receive credits against your work experience, you talk to your employer, impress them, work hard, make sure that they like you, and they say, you know what, I will give you a job offer when you graduate. So you know there's a job waiting for you when you graduate. So what do? Throughout this process, you already have your approval for a work permit. You take that approval and you can go ahead and activate your work permit. Once you activate your work permit, you go ahead and start working, 12 months of work experience. Then you can apply for your permanent residency should you meet the minimum language requirements. Now, what you need to do next is, before just jumping into the recognized organization work permits, working holiday or young professionals as a Brazilian, what you first need to do is to get yourself assessed. You need to work with us to do something called a customized evaluation or an individualized assessment. We take your profile, all the different factors that apply for immigration, and we put that and simulate it in different scenarios. We give you a full assessment report so that you know exactly what you need to do. It's as if we give you your homework for the next 2 or 3 years. Do this first, then do this, then advance your English, then take IELTS preparation or CELPIP preparation courses at night while you do your co-op. Once you're done with that, then switch gears, go ahead and apply for this, and then we walk you through the whole entire process. And then you have a step-by-step process that allows you to finally apply for your permanent residency. So this is a good pathway to immigration through either work and English or through work, education, and English. Depends on your own capabilities and your previous work experience and also your education back in Brazil. So what we need from you to do next is the following. Use the numbers and use the contact information that is on the screen. Schedule your consultation with us. Schedule your assessment. We'll walk you through these options. We will put in the working holiday and the young professionals components part of this evaluation. We will walk you through it. We'll tell you what to do. We will then work with you and a recognized organization to see if you can become eligible for this kind of work permit, and then through that you can apply for your permanent residency within maybe 1 or 2 years once you complete the requirements for the immigration plan we will give you. And then after that, you become a Canadian permanent resident. We look forward to hearing from you and to working with you on your assessment. Thank you.